All right, so one of the points of all my content is to educate people, and I hope that you will actually hear what I'm saying, because a lot of influencers and everybody else, they want to die on one hill and that's it. I care about the truth, and I've broken down the William McNeil traffic stop more than anyone else. Go to Cop Talk Live on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify. You will see more detailed videos done on that stop, including the most recent one where I actually debunk. I can't debate him because he'll never have me on his content. Officer Brandon Tatum, stated that he was going to debunk, the easiest debunk ever on lackluster's content, and it turned out to be the biggest exposure for how clueless, utterly clueless Brandon Tatum is. I have never seen a more uneducated, ill-informed, misrepresentative of the facts in law enforcement than Brandon Tatum. It's not a personal attack on him. The man is just a fucking fraud, and he is stupid. That being said, so many people fall for the wrong bullshit on this. When you ask about the knife could have been in his trunk, right? Nowhere near his reach, but you can say he had a knife. Brandon Tatum loves to use that kind of language as well, too, as does the media and everyone else. So it wasn't a factor. I talked about this in the videos. The cops didn't even notice the knife until 49 seconds after the initial glass break, and they had fully removed William McNeil from the vehicle. It's as simple as that. He pled guilty. So clearly, he's guilty to not having a seatbelt on, and he's guilty to not having the headlights on. It's called a plea deal. In 2015, I wrote 40 DUIs between the months of January and September. And they were all righteous DUIs. I was a DUI hunter. That was my jam. It was fucking fantastic. I never went to court for any of them. They were all pled. A majority of them were pled between the state's attorney, defense attorney, and his client down to reckless driving. So that means that a lot of those drivers have reckless driving convictions from 2015 on their record. I never wrote a single reckless driving ticket. To write a reckless driving ticket is a pain in the ass. You got to prove the drivers what they did, articulate it, the conditions of the road. There's so many factors in it. I never wrote a single reckless driving ticket. But then why are so many have a reckless driving conviction? Because that's part of the plea deal. You see it all the time. You watch your movies where somebody commits murder and they didn't do it, but they plead down to manslaughter, and that's going to give them, 5 years instead of 25. Plea deals are done all the time by the courts, designed to wear people down because they know they can't afford attorneys, they can't afford legal fees, they can't afford the process, so they're going to wear them down to fill the quota of getting their shit done in convictions. Law enforcement is not about justice at all. It's about convictions, and if you haven't noticed that by now, then keep listening to people like Brandon Tatum who have no fucking clue what they're talking about. But I hope you're a little bit more educated now.